Hello everybody and welcome to today's class. No equipment for this class, so find your way to your mat. We're starting up in standing. In Pilates stance, take an inhale to breathe in through the nose. Exhale out, let all of that air go. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, anchor the heels down into the mat. One more deep breath. Inhale, zip everything up from the heels to the belly button. Exhale, let that air go. Footwork toes. It's an inhale, little bend in the knees to slide down. Exhale, pull into the center line to stand tall. Inhale, lower. And exhale, pull into lift. Lower. Lengthen through the spine from the tailbone all the way up the spine, out the crown of the head as you lower. Keep that length as you lift. Draw the ribs in, pulling towards each other and trying to blend into the back ribs. We're here for 4. It's a lower and a lift. Here's 3. Inner thighs pull together to lift. 2. One more time, lower and a lift. Footwork arches. We bring the legs all the way together, all 10 toes forward. Inhale, it's that same little bend, and exhale to press and lift. Little bend and lift. Shoulders stay right on top of the hips, ribs right on top of the pelvis. And lower, like I'm pulling you up through the crown of the head. Lift, lower. We're halfway, lower. And lift, press down through the heels, down through all 10 toes for 3. And lift, here's 2. One more time, lower. And lift, heels, separate the feet, hips distance. Inhale, it's that same lower. Exhale as if you're pulling into the ball, you stand tall. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Sometimes I am Dr. Seuss. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Take it down to lift back up. It's just that little bend in the knees, only going so far as you can still keep the alignment in your back body. Shoulders right on top of hips. So it's not a squat. It's not a pulse, it's just a little bend in the knees and then a press to lengthen for 4 and 3, 2, and one more time, pumping one leg. Step into your right foot, take the left heel in front of you. Inhale, it's a little lower into that right leg. Exhale, you'll stand. Inhale, little lower. And exhale, lift. Just moving into that right side. Naturally, the left leg might bend a little bit. And if you'd like to, you can float that left foot off of the mat just to take that little bend and a lift. Little bend. Oop. And lift. Whoo, here's 4. Little lower and press into that heel to lift. 3. Keeping the pelvis level, lift. Here's 2. And one more time, you're down to come up and we switch sides. Left foot down, right heel can come in front of you if that's where you want to start. It's a bend into that left knee to lift. If you'd like to float the right foot off of the mat, you can do that. Just try and keep both hip points squared off to me. Lower and lift, or to whatever's right in front of you. We're halfway, 5. And 3, 2, whoop, and one more time, lower and lift. Find your Pilates stance. Bring the heels together, the toes apart. Similar kind of thing as what we would do lifting up into releve, but you're going to bend your left knee. So we're in Pilates stance with the right foot. We'll do a lift up onto the toes and lower right back down. Little lift. Press through the ball of the foot, crown of the head to the ceiling, and lower. If you're on a hard surface like tile or wood, it'll be a little more stable for you to be able to do this lift on one leg. If you're like me and you're on a mat on top of carpet, it's going to be a little wobbly for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Left foot down, right knee bent, so that right foot is reaching back behind you. And we just, like magic, float up and lower down. Shift into the ball of the foot. Pull the left heel away from the mat and lower back down. Try and touch the crown of your head to the ceiling and press right back down. Lift. Ooh, and lower. Harder on one side for me, for sure. Lift and lower just for 5. And it can be so tiny. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the heels together. Find Pilates stance. We come up into releve. Shift into the toes. Lift up and lower. Lift up, touch the ceiling with the top of your head and press right back down. Pull heels, inner thighs, and sits bones into the center line to lift. We've been practicing this if you've been taking these classes with me as they've been coming out. We do this a lot. I teach this all the time in person so we can get the engagement into the inner thighs, into the glutes, and into the low abs to help us lift and lower. It's 3 more like this, and then we take it into a run for 2. And 1 more, lift and lower. Lift up, hold it there. Lower the right heel, lift the left. And switch, switch, and switch. Really try and shift that weight into the balls of the feet so we can minimize the rock back into the heel. So you're pulling the heel up and pressing down to switch. And switch. Here's 4. We switch and switch. It's 3, 2, and 1 more time, switch and switch. Lift up through both heels, nice and high. Hug everything into the center line. Lower the heels to come right back down. Find your way to the top edge of your mat. In your Pilates stance, box out the arms. Pick the right foot up and cross it behind the left. Stand up a little bit taller, and we lower all the way down to the mat, bending into the knees. Hips come down, uncross at the ankles, hands outside of the hips. Boost the hips back so the legs are long. Roll all the way down onto the mat. The roll up. Flex the feet, lift the arms. Lift the head, lift the chest to come up and over like you're a wave coming over a beach. Pull the abs away from the toes and curl the pelvis under to come all the way back down onto the mat. Inhale, reach those arms back, pull the ribs down in opposition. Lift the arms, lift the head, lift the chest, and we're up and over to curl and roll all the way down. Arms go back to lift back up, lift the head, draw the ribs in. Use the upper powerhouse to help you come up, staying heavy through the back of the heels. Roll all the way down. Arms go back to come up, and we're all the way back up. 1 more time. It's all the way down and up. Curl the pelvis under, reach the arms back, float the arms up, lift up and over, round to reach, 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 reach. And take it all the way down onto the mat, the 100. Lower the arms by your sides. Curl up, chin to chest, eyes on the toes. In your Pilates stance, you float the legs up, toes at about eye level, and we pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Press all of that air out. Inhale, squeeze through the heels. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Power through the arms. Big deep breaths in. Fill everything up, out. Press all of that air out. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more deep breaths. Breathe into the upper and lower lobes of the lungs. Press all that air out. 2 more in. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, we're in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower everything down to the mat. 1 leg circle. Lift the right leg up. Turn out from the hip. Cross over to the left. Circle down, around, and lift. Cross down, around to lift. 2 more. Pull back with the abs to lift. 1 more time. In the frame of the mat, reverse the circle to the right. Lower, cross the center line and lift. Open, lower, pull inner thigh to lift. 3 more. And 2. 1 more time. Scissor switch the legs. Right leg down, left leg up. You're right into the other side. Right down, around, and lift. Right shoulder down and lift. 3 more. Inner thigh to inner thigh. Anchor the pelvis into the mat and reverse that circle to the left. Lower the leg, cross the center line and lift. Stand tall into that right leg. open, lower. Whew. And one more time. Rolling like a ball. Left leg lowers down with the arms by your sides. Lift the head, lift the chest, slide the hands across the mat to come up to seated. Press the hands down and boost your hips towards your heels. Find your ball shape wrapping around the legs or behind the thighs. Draw the belly button in, float the feet away from your mat, hold that ball shape. Your head stays looking in because we're in that C-curve shape. Just give me a little rock back, little rock, and a little pull forward. Little rock back, little forward, 4 more, back and forward. Just that little back. Use your abs to pull you forward, 3, and 2, and 1. Full roll back. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, we're up. Inhale, straight line to go back, straight line to come up. You stay in the powerhouse. Inhale, exhale, we're up. Here's 2 more, back, and lift. One more time, we're back to come up. Feet come down, hands outside of the hips, boost the hips back, and you'll lay all the way down onto your mat. Take a moment right there. Whew, once you get down, bring the legs together in your center line. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We'll take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips, come up into your bridge. Inhale at the top, opening up through the front of the hip. Exhale, roll it down, upper back, middle back, lower back, and tailbone. And again, you're right back up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop through the low abs, lift the hips. You're up into the bridge, reaching out through the front of the leg. And roll everything down, upper, middle, lower, and tailbone. Imagine you're holding on to the ring between the inner thighs. So we find the strong connection to the inner thighs without needing to use an extra prop, right? You can create a lot of extra resistance for yourself. You can create those mind-muscle connections without needing props. It's 3 more bridges just like this. We'll roll up to the top, opening up through the front of the hip as you reach the knees forward and roll everything right back down. For 2, pull in. Use the glutes to lift you up because it's your glutes that bring your hips into extension. And lower all the way back down. One more time, we're up. And you're all the way back down. Once the hips come down, you'll exhale to float the right leg up, flex that foot, and as if you're pushing down onto like an accelerator, you push down through the heel to find the mat. Exhale, pull through the low abs to bring that right leg back up. Lower the leg down and lift right back up. Press through the heel, activating the back line of your body from your heel all the way to your glute. And you may feel that too on your left side. That's absolutely not wrong. 3 more, lower, press down and lift. For 2, down and scoop the abs to lift. One more time, you're down. To come up, switch legs, right foot down. Exhale to float that left leg up, and we press through the heel to push to the mat. Lift right back up. Scoop the low abs away from your thigh. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now soften the ribs. Try and blend the front ribs into the back so you're heavy onto the mat. Down and lift. 3 more. Down and lift. Last time, you're down. To lift up. Hold the left leg there and we'll alternate sides. Left leg comes down as the right leg comes up and you'll switch and switch. Still pulling into the center line with the legs. And that doesn't necessarily mean they have to touch, but there's like an energetic pull between inner thigh and inner thigh. 2 more. Switch. And switch for the last time, switch and switch. Both feet to the mat. Lift the hips to come back up into your bridge and float that right leg up. Bent knee, flexed foot. You press the right heel down and scoop the abs to pull right back up. Press down and lift. Lengthening at the front of the hip, even though the knee is staying bent, for 3. Down and lift. 2 more, down to come up, and last time you're down and we're up. Stay up in this bridge. Switch the legs. Right foot down, left side comes up. You're pulling the abs in to press that left heel down and lift it right back up. Standing into the right heel. So we can feel the right glute is stabilizing us. We can feel the shoulders, the triceps, the hands pressing down into the mat. Soften your neck. Unclench your jaw. It's all good. It's just Pilates. 3 more. Lower. 2. And 1 more time. You're up to press down, and we alternate sides. Marching. Right side in. Step down in that same spot. Left side pulls in. To go back down. We're up to come down. Try and step in that same spot every single time. That's kind of the tricky part. And stand into the heel. Use the glute to stabilize the pelvis. 2 more each side. Switch. And switch. Last time. And switch. Left foot comes down. Lower the hips to come all the way back down to the mat. Single leg stretch. Curl up chin to chest. Right knee pulls in. Left leg reaches out. You give that right leg a big pull and you switch the legs. Switch the legs and switch the legs. We're reaching out through a target with the toes, hitting that same spot every time for the last time. Switch and switch, double leg stretch. Knees pull in. We inhale, reach arms and legs away. Exhale to come back into that ball shape. Inhale, reach away, biceps in line with the ears to pull back in. We're out and in. Push out into Pilates stance and right back in. 2 more times. Out and in. Last time. It's out. Pull in, find that stretch, scissors. Right leg up, left leg out. Pull, pull on that right leg and switch. Pull, 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 pull. Pull, pull. 3 more. Pulling from the abs. 2. And 1 more time. Switch and switch. Double leg lower. Heels together. Hands behind the head. Lower, lower, lower. And scoop the abs to lift. Lower. Reach the heels away from the head and lift right back up. Continue to lengthen at the back of the neck. Imagine you're holding onto a book right at the top of your head. Lower. And lift. 2 more. You'll lower. And for the last time, you're down to come up right into crisscross. Right knee bends in, left leg lowers, and we switch. And switch. Your hands are supporting your head. Open through the elbows, open through the collarbones. Switch and switch. 1 more time each side. We'll switch and switch. Pull the knees in, lower the head down. Take a moment. Slide the legs all the way out to straight. Lift the arms up, fingertips over the armpits. Lift the head, lift the chest, and we're all the way up, rounding up and over to reach forward. Curl the pelvis under, lay the spine down onto the mat, inch by inch, piece by piece. Shoulders and head down, arms reach back to lift back up. Lift the head, lift the chest, press through the back of the heels to curl up and over. And curl the hips under. Lay it down onto the mat. Reach it back. Pull the ribs down. Lift the arms up to come all the way up. Now, if doing your roll up with legs together is not feeling like the option for you, that's all good. You separate your feet. Do what you need to do. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the arms. Lift the head. Lift the chest. And we're all the way up. 1 more time. Down and up. Curl the hips under. Draw the low abs in. Reach the arms back. Return the arms up. You're a wave coming over the beach. Wah. Round to reach it forward. We're all the way back down onto the mat. roll over, reach the arms back, press the arms down, find your Pilates stance. Inhale, exhale, lift the legs, come up to 90. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, we send the legs up and over, peeling off of the mat. Separate the feet, flex the feet, and roll down through the spine. Upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Find Pilates stance. Inhale, reach the legs long. Exhale to go up and over. Separate the feet and flex to roll all the way down, lengthening the spine. Inhale and exhale. Press down into the upper body to control the lift over. Flex the feet and roll all the way down. 2 more just like that. We lift and control the up and over. It's all from the abs. It's not momentum that's bringing us over. Heels together and we lower back down. Think of this as like a reverse roll up. We go up and over. This is the top of your roll up with the legs back and all that. We flex the feet and roll all the way back down. Now with that last one, you can stop at the top, take a second, bend the knees. I'm going to scoot a little bit forward. We'll do that same roll up now with the arms overhead. So you'll reach things back towards the back edge of the mat. Shoulders are pressing down. Fingertips are reaching long. Legs are reaching out in Pilates stance. We exhale to lift up and up and over. There we go. Separate the feet, flex the feet, and roll down upper, middle, and lower. Inhale, exhale, take it up and over. And you may not go up as high. That's okay. Flex the feet and roll all the way down. This one's definitely a little bit harder. We go up and over. Flex and roll it down. If you don't like this, your arms are down by your sides. 2 more. We go up and over. And you're all the way down. 1 more time. It's up and over. And roll it all the way down. Legs come down, arms come up, lift the head, lift the chest to come all the way up, spine stretch forward. Separate your feet about mat's distance. Flex through the feet like your feet are up against a wall. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, tuck chin to chest. Round through the spine to reach forward, forward, forward. Pull the abs back in opposition and rebuild. Low back, mid back, upper back. Head comes up, and again, we inhale, exhale, tuck chin to chest, peel the spine away from the wall behind you. Inhale and exhale, we're all the way back up. Roll it up, low back, mid back, upper back. 3 more just like that. Lift to grow tall. Exhale, tucking chin to chest, round and reach forward. Like you're rounding over a beach ball. Nice deep C curve. Inhale. Whew. And exhale, we're all the way back up. Deep breath, wring out all of that air. Inhale and exhale, you're right back up. Last time, inhale to grow tall. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, round it forward. Inhale and exhale, you're right back up. Open leg rocker prep. Hinge at the hips, reach forward, thumbs to the insides of the ankles. Bend the knees to pull the heels into the hips. And if your mat moves like mine just did, it's all good. Curl the pelvis back to float the feet off of the mat. Hold this shape, pressing inner thighs into the arms, arms into inner thighs. Inhale to extend the right leg up, look out on the horizon. Exhale to pull everything back in. Inhale, we reach up through that left leg, looking out on the horizon. And exhale, everything right back in. Inhale, both legs reach up as we look out and over onto the horizon, almost like you're trying to look over your neighbor's fence. Keep holding and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs together, hands away from the feet. You lower the legs to your teaser shape, arms parallel to the legs. Inhale. Exhale, we're coming forward to cross at the ankles, hands outside of the hips. Press yourself all the way up to standing. Lift onto the toes and pivot to uncross at the ankles. Going up front, feet about hips distance apart. Step the right foot forward like you're working on train tracks. We inhale to bend into the knees. You can stay upright. Exhale, push into that right heel. You're right back up to stand. Inhale to lower, reaching the left knee to the mat. Exhale, use that right glute to bring you up to stand. It's an inhale, lower. Exhale, grow tall as you stand right back up. 3 more like this. You'll lower and lift. I almost said 1. It's like sometimes I just count in odds. 1 more time, you'll lower and you'll lift. Now take it down, hold it there. Shift your weight forward into that right leg. You'll bring the left toes in to tap towards the right and push that left leg back. Without moving the right leg, you tap in and press back. You're in to press back, just for 3. In and back. Here's 2. 1 more time. Press back, pull the left foot in to meet the right, stand all the way up, and we switch sides. Right foot stepping back like you're working on train tracks. We're up high onto the right toes, going up front. We lower down, bending into both knees, exhaling to push into that left heel. You're up to stand. Hips squared off to the front edge of your mat. Press down and lift. And lower. Think of your left foot as a tripod. You're pressing through the heel. You're still trying to press into that big toe and into the outside edge of the foot, just for 3. And 2. 1 more time, we're down to come up. Now come down into that left leg, shift forward. Pull the right foot in to meet the left and tap the right toes back, keeping hips and shoulders square. And we're stable in that left leg. So if I were to look at you just on the left side, you're completely still. Back and in. Just 3 more. Back and in. Here's 2. Last time, back and step forward to stand tall. 1 leg pumping, standing front. Facing you in your, or you face me in your Pilates stance. Grow tall. Let's make a box with the arms. Take your right foot, you'll step it a little forward of your left. Let's take an exhale to pull that right leg up and inhale to tap the toes right back down. Exhale, scoop and lift. Inhale to lower and lift. With the knee tracking in line with the hip, in line with the shoulders. 3 and 2. 1 more time, lift. And lower, right foot in to meet the left. Same thing on the left side. Exhale, scoop and lift. Left knee in line with the hip. And lift to lower. 3. Stand tall in that right leg. 2. Shoulders right on top of the hips. 1 more time, lift. And lower, pull the heel in to meet the right. Whew. Pumping 1 leg, standing side. Take the right leg, reach it out towards the side of your mat. Little bend into the left knee, and we exhale to float that right leg up, to tap it right back down. Keeping the same alignment through the shoulders and the hips. Your right toes are reaching towards the corner of your mat. And press 3 more times. You'll lift and press. 2, push down through the glute. 1 more time, lift and press. Right heel in to meet the left, slide that left side out, little bend into the right knee to be able to stand tall. Exhale to lift the left leg up. Tap the toes right back down, lift and lower. Imagine you're right up against a wall. You're, maintaining contact with the shoulders and with the hips, with the back of the right leg as well. This side's much harder for me. 3. We're here. 2. 1 more time. Left heel comes in to meet the right, lower the arms. Come to the back edge of your mat, tendon stretch. Feet in Pilates stance, you'll lift the arms up overhead. Exhale to dive up and over your invisible fence. Hands come down, you'll walk yourself out to plank. Now from plank, we lift the hips around the spine, press the heels together, lift up high, 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 and inhale to press the heels down to the mat. Exhale, scoop the low abs, pull the inner thighs together, sits bones together to lift. Press down, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift up nice and high. Inhale, you're down. And exhale to come up. 3 more, we're down. To come up for 2, press the heels down. Lift it back up. 1 more time, you're down. Lift up high, shift forward, find your plank. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Another inhale and exhale, let it go. Come down to resting position, knees down, hips back to the heels, arms in front of you. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, can you round the spine and lift the abs away from your thighs? Another inhale. And exhale, let that air go. Kneeling washerwoman, walk the hands in towards the knees. Bring yourself up into a high kneel, knees about hips distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, dive up and over, keeping the hips over the knees for as long as you can. In that rounded shape, you'll lift up about halfway, staying in the round to press right back down. Lift up from the abs to press right back down and lift. To press, 1 more time, lift. Press and hold it there. Bend the elbows into your sides and push the arms to straight. Now think of this shape with the spine as the shape that you make in the top of your roll-up. Bend the elbows, pull them in tight, push it down. 1 more time, bend and push. Rebuild the spine to come all the way back up. Kneeling mermaid. Stay in your kneel. Right hand reaches out by your side. Left arm reaches up. We press down into the air to side bend up and over, over, over. Lift all the way back up. Grow tall. Inhale and take it over. Pressing down through that right side. And exhale, rebuild the spine here all the way up. 1 more time. Press down to lift. Take it over and lift all the way back up. Switch sides. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. We press down through that left arm to lift through the side body and find your side body stretch. Exhale to come all the way back up. Inhale, grow tall. We press into that imaginary pedal. And lift. 1 more time, lifting through the side body, ribs pull in to go up and over. And we're all the way back up. Lower the right arm down. Practice our teaser. Take a seat on the mat. Legs come in front of you. Hands come behind you. And let's face the fingertips towards the knees. Legs together in the center line. Press the chest forward and just scoop the low abs. Little curl of the pelvis, little bend of the elbows to take it back. And press yourself right back up. Little bend to go back. And come right back up. 2 more, little bend. And a lift. 1 more. Lower. And lift. Float the right leg up. Hold it there. Again, a little bend. And a lift. Little bend. And a lift. 2 more, bend. 1 more time, bend. And lift. Switch the legs. Right foot down. Left leg reaches out. It's a little bend. And lift. 2 more. Last time. Hold it here. Right leg floats out to meet the left. Same little bend. And lift. Scoop the low abs. Your pelvis is curled under. Toes are at about eye level. We lower and lift. 2 more. Lower. Last time, lower, lift, hold it here. Reach the right arm forward, reach the left arm forward, find that teaser. Inhale, I'm shaking. Exhale, let it go. Another big inhale. And exhale, you'll let it go. Cross at the ankles, bend the knees, hands outside of the hips. You'll push yourself all the way up to stand. Lift onto the toes. We've done this already. Pivot to uncross the legs. Find the box of your arms, and we take one final balance. Shifting into the balls of the feet, pull the heels together, lift and hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, lower the arms, and you're all finished with me. Hopefully you enjoyed this class. It was so fun. You did a great job. This class is all a part of a series of what I have been teaching in person, the mat version. So this was the version of a chair class that I taught in person this past week. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want more classes like this and you're watching this on YouTube, please join us in the YouTube membership. We would love to have you. You get a ton of members only videos. And if you would like the class plan for this class, both the chair version and the mat version, I will leave those linked in the description of this video. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you back here for our next class.